Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 5. So my name is Siti Binti Roslim.
My name is Farhatieqah Binti Rosli.
My name is Fatihin Binti Mohammad Ridzwan.
My name is Aina Husna Binti Mazlan.
I'm Afiqah Nasuha Binti Samsuri.
So our group did a research on authentication and access control of online flight booking system. It's a platform which allows a potential customer to book and pay for the activity or service directly through websites. So that means from the moment a customer decides they want to book, to choosing a date, picking a time and paying for the booking. So everything is handled online, greatly reducing the workload on your staff and removing the opportunity for the double booking. So e-booking also means making a reservation or appointment for a service via the internet, which is also referred to computer reservation system operating via the internet. Okay, so for our group, we choose the online flight booking system. So this platform provides customers with the ability to look up flight schedule, check capacity, create bookings in real time, and manage bookings completely from any place by the internet. So these are the three companies that we use, which are AirAsia, Malaysia Airlines, and Firefly.
Okay, I will explain about analysis and classification on authentication and access control. So authentication is a process that will determine whether someone or something is fact, who or what it declared to be. And access control is processed by a user, granted access and certain privilege to system, resource or information. Next is the number of factors being used. The first is role-based access control. Role-based access control is restrict network access based on the person role within an organization and has become one of the main methods of the advanced access control. And the benefit when using the RABC is managing and auditing network access is essential to information security. In RBAC, it has three rules. The first rule is a person must assign a certain role in order to conduct a certain action called as a transaction. A user need a role authorization to be allowed to hold the role. And lastly is a transaction authorization allow the user to perform certain transaction. The transaction has to be allowed to occur through the role membership. User won't be able to perform a transaction other than the one they are authorized for. So the factor of the authentication is there are three categories of authentication factor. These are the generally broken down as knowledge factor. A knowledge factor is something that you know, such as a username and password. Possession factor is something you have, such as smart card or security card. And lastly is inherence factors. Is something you are inherent biometric characters such as fingerprint, voice, and or iris pattern.
RBAC consists of core RBAC. Core RBAC is user are assigned to role and permission are assigned to role, and user acquire permission by being member of role. Core RBAC include requirement that user role and permission role assignment can be many to many. Next is the level of access control and authentication. First is role-based access control RBAC. Next is hierarchical RBAC. Hierarchical RBAC is a requirement for supporting role hierarchy. A hierarchy is mathematically a partial order defining seniority relation between roles, whereby senior roles acquire the permission of their junior and the junior roles acquire the user membership of their seniors. Next is protection policies. Is apart from the hierarchy of roles and user roles assignment, the RBAC model also encapsulates several protection, policies for static and dynamic separation of duty relation to ensure conflict resolution during privilege evaluation. Factor authentication. First is single factor authentication. SFA is the most prominent single factor identifier is the password. Other access in the online booking is single factor authentication. This is the example of the single factor authentication. First is Malaysian Airlines and this is Firefly. Next is multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication is a way of verifying a person identified by using at least two following factors. A security system that requires more than one method of authentication from independent categories or credentials to verify the user identified for a login or other transaction. The goal of MFA is to create a layer defense and make it more difficult for an unauthorized person to access a target. For example, AirAsia, which is they have need to log in using Facebook or Google, email password or login with fingerprint.
AirAsia online booking. The website collect and maintain information that the customer enter on website and give AirAsia in other way collectively personal information such as personally identifiable information, contact information, payment information, travel information, health information and also technical information. Proposed mechanism. The proposed mechanism contains some improvements in terms of validation methods and level of security. This component involved in the new security mechanism of AirAsia online booking. First, validation through Face ID. User need to register their Face ID during the registration process where they need to fill the details needed and this Face ID will be used when user want to log in into the application or website. Second, validation through PIN number. During the transaction, PIN number will be sent to the user telephone to inform about the transaction and user have to enter the number to start the transaction. Lastly, validation through WhatsApp from bank. User will get TSC through WhatsApp from bank to complete the payment and ticket notification will be sent to email after the payment is complete. Okay, the next is example of interface. On this section, I'll show the example of interface for the purpose mechanism of authentication and access control, which is divided in three different type of flight, which are including AirAsia, Firefly, and Malaysia Airlines. In this section, only one flight that have been chosen, which is AirAsia. Okay, this is the example of existing interface, which is registration and for login interface. Okay, the purpose, this figure shows the purpose mechanism for registration and login interface. The purpose mechanism for registration and login authentication used for AirAsia online booking system, which this require the user to register the AirAsia account before make a booking through the system. On the registration interface, it provides the thumbprint and face recognition as one of the authentication way. Besides the email and the password, user need to make confirmation when log in to the system by enter either thumbprint or face recognition. This way to detect the face ID and touch ID. Okay, this figure show the sample input and output, which is the login phase require the user to enter the email, password and verify the thumbprint or face recognition. Okay, and then this figure show the purpose mechanism for access control before make a payment. So the purpose mechanism for access control before make a payment, the user are able to make a payment through the credit card, either credit card, online banking, Big Pay, and Union Pay. This figure show that the user made a payment through the online banking by using Maybank to you. Okay, next figure show the purpose mechanism during make a payment using WhatsApp tag, which is Maybank to you. So the user need to verify to confirming the booking before make a payment. Then the user are able to choose online banking to make a transaction, and user also can user are able to receive the message through the WhatsApp from Maybank to you when the payment process have been done. Okay, that's all for us. Thank you.